Hey everybody, I am back. I know, I haven't posted for a little while, but I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of farming full-time, creating content, and mainly editing all this stuff. It takes a long time. So, and I'm really kind of trying to gear myself towards not just following me around all day. You can watch that kind of anywhere on YouTube. Trying to give you some good different content, and I have a bunch of ideas up here in the old noggin, but haven't gotten around to it yet. But today it's kind of interesting because we put up 2 bins. We took two down. There they are, and we put them up. But today I need to figure out how to get the unload auger, the power sweep, and the vertical up to unload the bin and start installing the floor in it. And I'll show you more of that here in a little bit. But I need to do that by myself, so it's going to be quite the day. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, so why don't you guys come on along and we'll kind of do this together. Where you're going to screw something up or get it done, or a little bit of both. I took the auger out of the unload and got that already in the bin. And now I'm going to get the auger tube in there, but that's pretty heavy. And I'm going to strap it to the forklift. I have some fork extensions. I'm going to strap it there, and hopefully we just gently put it through the fan opening. And I think by myself I can get it kind of wiggled in there without an issue. So let's give it a whirl. If that doesn't work, we'll go to plan B, then to plan C, which I don't have a plan for. So come on. This is the unload tube that goes under the floor. You can see the sump doors. I have the fork extensions on so that we can get some good, hopefully, leverage there. I already took the auger tube out. You can see I was dragging it here. That's in the bin already. There it is. And maybe I don't even need to put it in there. I can get it from the outside, so that's really not a big deal, but it's in there. It's not too heavy for me to handle. The auger tube, though, on the other hand, is a different story. So my plan is to shove it through this fan opening and then just kind of wiggle it over to the unload opening. And then I have this big sump box and gearbox drive that I can put in somehow. That one I haven't figured out yet. Oh man, that's heavy. Alright, I got it strapped down to the forks. Let's give it a try and see if I can lift it and not kink anything up too bad. I think it'll be fine. It's pretty stout. Gentle. Alright guys, that's gonna work. Gonna work. Okay, my next problem is this forklift. This has solid rubber tires, and this granite that we put down here for a base is fairly new, and I've been stuck here a couple times already this summer. So, but I don't really have much of a choice because I can't use the skid steer because then I can't get out of the cab. So let's just do this. Oh, hello. It's our local implement dealer letting us know the parts I ordered are in and ready to be picked up. They're pretty awesome. Although I have no time to go get them, they're there. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna stick the long shaft in the hole. You guys are terrible. Terrible. I really don't want to go any farther than that, just because I'm going to get stuck with the forklift. And I think I can get it slid in there now. All by myself, don't want to be. You know the song. In there. Okay, my plan is to get everything in here and then start working on assembling it all. I have one more piece that I'm gonna have to get in that is gonna be the most challenging, and that's the big sump pit. And the door is already installed. The outer door, these are the inner doors, which means I'm almost positive I'm gonna have to take part of this door off, and we just put it on. I kind of knew that after we got done putting the last bolt in. I'm thinking, oh, I wonder, do we got to take this door off to get the sump pit in? Yep, yes we do. Okay, if you guys were wondering, this is a 36 foot by 7 ring, and it would be narrow corrugation for you guys that are familiar with bins. I think it holds 18,000 bushel when it's heaped, so that's my guess. But anyway, here's what we got going on in here. It's pretty empty. There's a lot of work to do. And the floors take, although it's not very much fun getting in and out of this style door with these bars in here, so I can't even show you how it works. It's easier to crawl up the fan hole at this point, but we'll get stretched out here in the morning. It might be good for me. Oh. I suppose if farming doesn't work out, I could be a gymnast. Getting in and out of there really brings my inner gymnast out. Okay, what am I doing? I need tools. Uh-oh. See the sky chickens way back there? The sky chickens are out. See that, Ethan? The season for those guys open up here in a few days. No, tomorrow. So people have been asking to hunt, but I reserved it for Ethan. He can have the sky chickens. All right, let's put these gently in the bin. This thing, I'm kidding, I won't drop that one. Step next is get that big sump in here somehow with the forklift without getting the forklift stuck on all this loose gravel. It's gonna be nothing short of a miracle. Let's go. Don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Get a little speed. Got it, we got it. Pretty quiet on the farm this morning. It's just me working on the home farm. Everybody's working on something else off the farm, so I really enjoy it. It's nice to get something done, accomplished by yourself. Makes you feel good. Right there's what we gotta get. So initially my plan is to tip it on its side, somehow strap it to the end of the forks here, and then I can get it through the door and let it down as far as I can. But I still think there's going to be a substantial amount of lifting involved. And this guy is not the lightest thing in the world. So let's do it anyway. Here. Tell you what though, if I was smart, I would probably get another strap on this, because the door might be plenty tall. That way I can lift as high as I can with the forklift and set it down as far as I can. It might actually be on the concrete at that point, because if I lift like this, I won't get it down to the concrete. So I'm going to add another small strap like this. And this is me just thinking out loud, guys, so ignore me. You know, I noticed we've had the garage doors open a lot lately in our shop. And this time of year we start to get those little mice critters. And I put out a trap, and I got one. And I put out another trap yesterday. Got him! That's the guy that I seen yesterday. So we'll take him to the vet and see if he's all right, and then relocate him. Alright, issue number one. We have our sump swinging from the forks. We just spun down, but I had the wheels cranked pretty hard, so now I'm going to attempt to back up. Alright, I got it. You know, forklifts are like awesome, except in these situations. Even an air tire, you know, an air-filled or pneumatic forklift would probably struggle in this condition. But I really don't have another choice, so that's why I'm doing it, guys. Alright, so I made it past my little problem area, which is covered up again. But it's still, the strap is still a little too long to fit through the door. So we got to shorten it up. Alright, let's give that a try. Got it in there. That worked exactly like I thought it would. And this ended up being just firm enough to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it looks like at this point. I think now I'm going to take a couple measurements and I'm going to mark the center of the floor. That way I can get this sump muscled over to the center for the time being. And then we'll go from there. those holes right there are not going to work. They're more than likely not going to line up. So it's going to take some finessing and cutting. But I'm pretty sure in that big box that we have with this unload, there's a plate that goes, like a cover that goes on the outside that will have like the hole pattern and everything. So I think I'm going to go track that down. And that's really going to help me out a lot. I'll have to get the grinder and the torch and get it cut out the way it needs to be. Once that's through, then I think I can work on the center sump here can be bolted together. So I ended up finding this, what they call a collar, pretty quickly here in our box of stuff. So this is the hole for the auger itself, and that will clamp on each side. But then there's 3 smaller holes. There's one here, and that's to open the main sump door. There's another hole here that I got to pop out. That's to open the secondary sumps. And then there's another one down here that's going to engage the power sweep. And none of these holes will line up. So, all right, Mr. Milwaukee. Dunzo. It worked. It'll come out of there. I'm sure it's nice and warm. When all else fails, use a tin snips. Technically, that's supposed to work. Oh my gosh. It's right on 12. Oh man, that's nice and tight. And we will get, now I think we can get it into that sump area. And probably going to end up tightening everything down at this point. Ready? Well, I lost my helper, which is all right. I got a bunch of stuff to do, a little stuff to do now. We got the auger installed. The unload auger is installed, tightened down, and centered in the bin. So now I can wrap up some of the odds and ends, like putting that collar on the outside of the bin and get that sealed and watertight. There's a hole I need to fill from the previous unload auger. I need to put one more anchor in the bin, and the anchors on this bin are on the inside. So I got the hammer drill. We're gonna do that. I have power out there, so I just need an extension cord. And fill in some of the holes. There's 2 pieces of ladder that needs to go on. So there's quite a few things that I can do. All right guys, so if you haven't been around a hammer drill, in concrete, these things are very loud, so please put your earplugs in, safety glasses on, and let's get this hole drilled. I was going to turn the fan on the other bin too because it's a beautiful dry day, low humidity, and try to run it like once every few weeks because we have wheat in it. And you know what? Why don't you guys come with me? We'll go check it. Should we? It's really not that tall in the world of bins. The only thing is I got to do it climbing with one hand and 2 feet. You know, it doesn't really seem that tall when you're down on the ground until you get up here and you're like, holy cow, it's really far up there. Just checking for like grasshoppers or bugs or whatnot. I know you want to see. That's what I'm looking at. Looks pretty good. This bin holds about 13,500 bushel and there's only about 10,000 in it, which is just perfect. All right, well that's it for today on this bin here, this one. That's it for the work I can do today. I actually got a few other things I need to get done, so I won't be working on this anymore. And I'll be back at it tomorrow, hopefully getting that floor installed, or start to install that floor. There, let's put you guys there. That's the plan. But now the plan is to turn the fan on this guy and climb back up there and just check if there's any heat coming out of the top. And I don't think there's gonna be. But here we go. Alright, let's get away from that noisy thing. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. This will have to be a 2-part video or maybe a multiple part video for that floor. Or maybe I'll just hit you guys up when it's all done, because that would probably be less boring anyways. So, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.